All right, what's going on, guys? So, Andrew Tate got banned off of Instagram and Facebook today. It's pretty much been the biggest news of the day. A lot of mixed opinions on this one because Andrew Tate is very polarizing, right? Everyone has an opinion. He's kind of the perfect example of when they say all publicity is good publicity, at least in the sense of making money, because I think there are more people in the world that dislike this guy than like him. You know, just some simple math here, right? I would say the majority of women, if not all women, hate this guy, right? So that's about 50% of the population right there. And then obviously out of the men, there are some that don't like him either. So I would argue that probably over 50% of the population hates this guy. But yet he's still become very successful in a very short amount of time. Like, I know he was around back in the day or whatever, but I feel like this year, 2022, is like really when he blew up. Like, that was the first I ever heard of him, and like just the last like 6 months, he's gone like absolutely insane across all platforms, right? I can't go on anything without seeing this guy, and like I don't even like watch his stuff or anything like that, but like I just happen to see it everywhere I go. So the strategy has clearly been working, at least up until now. You know, I think he was already banned on Twitter, but now you're going to add in Facebook, add in Instagram, and I would say they're pressuring YouTube and TikTok next to kind of crack down on this guy. I'm not even sure if he even has an actual YouTube account or TikTok account. I don't know. I think it's just all accounts that are like reposting his stuff. I don't even think he has one. But the main thing that I've been seeing in regards to his ban is, you know, people being upset that, you know, he has freedom of speech and all that, so he should be allowed to say what he wants. First of all, this guy doesn't even live in America. Okay. Second of all, freedom of speech means that like you're not gonna get arrested for what you say, right? He could come on here, he could say some crazy shit about women or whatever. The cops aren't gonna show up to his door and arrest him for what he's saying. It doesn't mean that Facebook or Instagram isn't gonna be upset about what he's saying and remove him off of their platform, right? There's a big difference between the law versus rules. It's not against the law, but it is against Instagram and Facebook's rules, right? And that's what he violated, at least in their opinion. So, you know, they're well within their rights to ban him. But honestly, I don't even know how much he even cares about his social media accounts. Like maybe Instagram, I feel like he does value that one, but he makes all his money off of his website. I think it's $50 a month, and then you pay it, and then you learn how to become him, I guess, you know, become a top G. I don't know why the fuck anyone would do that, but apparently a lot of people are doing that. That's probably his best quality. He is a Hall of Fame finesser. I gotta respect that aspect of it. You know, he's very good at convincing these people that they need his help for whatever reason. So I'm not sure how much he really needs social media to do that. You know, it definitely helps when you're trying to sell a product, which he is. Well, I guess sell a service would be a better explanation of it. But from what I've seen, the majority of his like rise to fame is all just from going on like other people's platforms, not even necessarily like his own, right? The most of the stuff I've seen from him is either him on Twitch going on other people's streams or him on podcasts, like on other people's podcasts, you know what I mean? Like there's not much that I see that's like his own stuff. It's mainly just him going on some other huge platform, giving some wild takes or whatever that gets people talking, and then he blows up, and simple as that, you know, just keep repeating that, you know what I mean? So it's hard to say how much a ban from all these platforms is even really gonna affect this guy. And as far as like his actual takes, right, let's put it like this, right? I haven't heard everything that this guy has said. Like I've heard like quite a few things. We looked at it one day on stream because I wanted to know like what all the hype was about. I've heard, you know, quite a few of his takes, but I'm not familiar with like everything that he's ever said. But from what I've heard, I would probably agree with, or at least like consider reasonable, about 70% of what he says is like, I think, fairly reasonable opinions. You know, it's not like too crazy or disrespectful or anything. And then the other like 30% is a bit extreme. Some of it especially can get like real wild. That's all you know what I mean? I'm not getting behind that part. But honestly, I don't even know if it's necessarily his ideas and opinions themselves. I think it's more so the way that he says it and also the way that he phrases things. Like, I think he could have all of these same ideas, but just phrase them a little bit differently and deliver them a little bit differently, and he probably would not receive as much of a negative reaction. But I think that's what he wants, right? Like you want a negative reaction because people are drawn to negativity and drama. That's what gets the most clicks on the internet. That's what gets people's attention. That's what gets people talking. It's unfortunate, but that's kind of the truth, right? So I do think he has some valid points that I can agree with, but I'm also a grown man, right? I'm not a little kid. I can identify when he's being reasonable versus when he's being ridiculous. But if I was like 12 years old, I would probably just believe everything he says. Like, oh yeah, man, this guy's fucking alpha. He's the top G. Like, yeah, he's right about all the, you know what I mean? Like, if you're a little kid, I can see why, you wouldn't really be able to decide for yourself. So that's why these platforms want to ban the guy. But that's kind of what happens. When you piss enough people off, they're going to try to cancel you. They're going to ban you. In this case, I don't really think they can. You know what I mean? Him getting banned is the #1 news of the day. It's all over social media. If anything, I think it's made him more popular, especially in the short term. In the long term, I don't know how this guy's whole thing is going to play out. But in the short term, obviously, it's been very successful. So I can see why he got banned. Although I'm not sure if he said any like one specific thing that got him banned. But I think it was more so that like he just pissed way too many people off, got way too many people upset. You know what I mean? I don't think it was necessarily a specific thing. I think just him in general, who he is, they had to get him out. They didn't like it. So yeah, that's pretty much it for the video. I don't really support the idea of like banning people and, canceling people, silencing them, whatever, unless they are truly doing something extreme, like just crazy, like Bill Cosby level. Like those are the type of people I think they need to be, canceled. But at the same time, I can't say I'm surprised. It was only a matter of time. When you're pissing this many people off, it's inevitable that eventually there's going to be some consequences. So yeah, that's pretty much it for the video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Be sure to leave a like rating if you enjoyed. Subscribe if you are not already. Follow me on Twitter. Link to the description down below. Check out my last video if you missed it. I finally recorded the video showing my car. It's the R8. For those of you that wanted to go see that, go watch that video. Other than that, once again, thank you so much for watching. Have a good day and peace out.